Stuck in Vermont.
Welcome to Stuck in Vermont, brought to you by 7 Days and sponsored by Hotel Vermont and Vermont Tourism. My name's Ava Solberger. We are here in South Burlington at the Burlington International Airport. And Me2 Orchestra is playing here as part of the 6th Annual Bach in the Subways event. Across the world, thousands of musicians are performing the music of Bach in subways, in parks, in churches, bringing the timeless music of Bach out of the concert hall and to the people. Here in Burlington, we don't have a subway, so Me2 Orchestra is playing here in the airport.
I hate to use that word like a family or like a community or something, but this really is.
Even people that think they don't like classical music, I mean, they'll go, oh, what is that? That sounds really nice up there.
You know, I think it's awesome because it's Bach's birthday, and I love the whole movement of Bach in the subway.
This weekend is the celebration of Johann Sebastian Bach's 331st birthday.
It started with a lone cellist, a professional cellist, and he just wanted to bring music into people's lives. So it started just with him going down into the subways on Bach's birthday and just playing for free music that most pedestrians may not necessarily listen to on a day-to-day basis.
Well, I love classical music, and this seemed like a great place for Martin to come and listen as well. He throws a fit. We can just walk downstairs and take a walk.
Oh, I think anytime you can brighten up somebody's day by playing pleasant music.
Classical music just stirs your soul, and that's why we came.
I get really tense in concert halls. I much prefer an airport.
For musicians, because we spend so much of our time, being highly trained to play in very serious performance halls, it can be a very high-stress situation. So this idea that for one day we're just going to take this great music and you're just going to go out in public and share it with people is really freeing for the musicians as well as the audience, because they're just walking by. They didn't expect it, and that's the beauty of it.
My flight was delayed.
And was it something about the music that pulled you up here?
Yeah, the music's beautiful.
This was not actually that big of a leap for us playing in the airport, because we've played in all of Vermont's prisons, we played in hospitals, we play in a lot of gyms.
It might inspire young kids to start picking up a violin, cello, oboe, just pick up an instrument and just have music be in their lives.
Me2 Orchestra was started almost 5 years ago, and it was the brainchild of my husband, Ronald Brownstein. And Ronald he's a great musician who is living with a diagnosis of bipolar disorder. He decided that he wanted to create a space that was safe and supportive both for him as a musician, but also for other musicians who are living with various diagnoses ranging from schizophrenia to depression to substance abuse disorders.
The fact that it is music for mental illness, and having suffering from depression and anxiety issues my whole life, it's a group that I wanted to join.
Not only are they people who are living with mental illness, but also people who support them from really all walks of life.
I have a son who has Angelman syndrome, which is one of the causes of autism, and he doesn't speak. Just as I want him to be accepted and his diversity to be accepted, I want the diversity of everyone to be accepted.
I am somebody who, at my age, has been able to manage anxiety and some post-traumatic stress disorder through breathing, through Tai Chi, through music.
Many people who we talk to, they also have the same kinds of challenges. They say, me too. 1 out of every 5 people has had some experience with mental illness themselves or in their immediate family. So that we hear the words Me Too very, very often.
Just Me Too itself is just so poignant and beautiful because we all suffer in some way.
Now we've grown to an orchestra of about 50 people who rehearse every week.
Different ages, different generations.
And they really know each other very deeply.
I feel welcomed and I feel accepted, and it allows me to just be who I am.
Everybody's brain is very complex. My daughter's severely autistic, so I know that. But music is not about your brain, really. It's about your soul and what you feel.
It transcends words.
It's important that we erase the stigma, most especially for the people that are suffering from it. It's difficult for people to reach out when they need help. Once they find a voice, that they can get the help that they need.
People are afraid of what they don't know, and I think the more awareness there is and the more people are out in the community and can educate people.
And the more help we can give without shame added to it, I think is really important. That's what Me Too stands for.
I don't like the word normal either. Like we're all unique.
You know, there's nothing to be afraid of. We're all just human beings. We're just different.
Hard to launch a full-blown orchestra, and you have to have a very special conductor to do that as well.
Me Too Boston, Me Too Melbourne. The plan is to take it across the country, 20 orchestras by 2020.
As we've heard from musicians actually in Oregon and California and Australia and London, the model really resonates with them, and so they want to do something similar. Well, it was a good day, I think, don't you?
My heart's beating. I was a little nervous, and that last piece, don't quite have it under my fingers yet, but I just had to put it out there.
So I was proud of my musicians. They play so well. But not only that, I felt in this concert, they were just like one family.
The spirit of Johann Sebastian Bach is alive in the airport today. We will get stuck in Vermont with you again real soon. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And sign up for our email alerts.
Several of the musicians said to me on the way out, we should do a full concert here as a full orchestra. And I
There
thought,
you go.
oh great, maybe this gets added to the list. So
It's large enough.
We'll be back.
Maybe out on the runway.
Bach on the runways.
Audio would be a little bit, if it was windy out there, it might be a little.
Yeah.
Not to damper that, because I like visually, I like that. But like F-16s going over you, maybe.